Hello and welcome back to Go Fort Smith, brought to you by J. Pauley Toyota. The decision of how to care for or rehabilitate a family member is never an easy one to make. Today we're here at a top-notch campus in Fort Smith that ensures that all its residents receive the best care. Today we're here at Methodist Village Senior Living with CEO Melissa Curry. Melissa, thanks so much for having us today.
Well, thank you, and thank y'all for coming.
Oh, we appreciate you having us. We really just wanted to come in and hear your story. And speaking of that, you know, you have a long history here.
We do. We love people to come in and hear our story. So years ago, up here on Wildcat Mountain, it used to be a tuberculosis sanatorium. And once tuberculosis was ratified, the city donated the land to the Methodist Church and said, you know, the land is yours as long as you take care of seniors. And that's what we've been doing since 1961.
Well, I love it. And it's, you can tell that, you know, with you all being faith-based, and I mean, that's apparent here. It's very important to you all.
It's very,
I know that.
You know, it's very important. That's one thing that we said that we would never shy away from. We are faith-based, and we're proud of that. You know, we want seniors, when they come here to live, we want them to be proud of the place that they live, proud to show their family and their friends where they live, but we want them to feel safe and secure and loved, and that's what Methodist offers.
Well, that's very clear here. And
thank you.
I would like to also know a little bit about the progression that you all have seen through the years. You've been here since 1961, so obviously you weren't always what you are now.
That's right. So we completed the construction in 1960 on the nursing home, which is now considered our care center. We had our first resident move in 1961. In 1971, we built our independent. And so we had these independent apartments. And then this year, we completed this facility, which is our assisted living and Alzheimer's. And so we have, you know, plans to expand even more, but we offer so many programs here and different things. We're the only life plan community in the River Valley. A lot of our residents, their children or family may not live here in Fort Smith. They may, you know, live out of town or out of state. And arranging those doctor's appointments and transportation can be difficult sometimes. So we give our residents a choice. You know, if they want to use our multi-treatment center, they can. It helps the family. It helps us. You know, they're right here, and our general practitioner knows all their needs.
Well, and my next question, it's back to, you know, the community that is Fort Smith. I know you all do a lot in the community.
We do.
And you also encourage other people to get involved here in programs that you have. Can you tell us about that?
Sure. So, you know, we are very community minded. You know, we are a nonprofit like a lot of the nonprofits in Fort Smith, and we know how important it is for everyone to support each other. And Fort Smith, the River Valley, is a very giving community, and we want to give back. So we're involved in a lot of different things here in the community. One of those things is Partners in Ed. We are partners with YurView. So a lot of our employees, we have between 20 and 25 employees that are pen pals with the students, and they love it. You know, they love hearing the stories of the students, and they love being a pen pal to them. We also, you know, sponsor a lot of activities here in Fort Smith and are part of those things that we believe in. You know, we have two great hospitals here in Fort Smith, and they're both faith-based, and because we're faith-based, we love that. So we have a good partnership with both of the hospitals. And then we also have a candy striper program, and we started it last November. And First National Bank is actually one of our partners in that, and they underwrite the uniforms because our candy strippers wear the old-fashioned candy striper uniforms. They love it. The residents love it because a lot of our residents themselves were candy strippers. And you know, they get involved with the candy stripper, and they can remember and talk about those times that they were candy strippers. But our candy strippers are here. They visit with our residents. They do activities with our residents. It helps our residents. It helps our other employees. It just helps morale. And it helps those candy strippers too, because they can put that volunteerism on their transcript for college. So we're excited that we have that program, and we're very excited that First National Bank helps us with that program.
So we've seen a lot of the campus here. Can you tell us a little bit about the differences in each building and the services you provide?
Sure. So of course we have our care center, which is our long-term care facility, and in our care center we are licensed for 145 beds. So we're the 5th largest care center in Arkansas. And in our care center we have an inpatient therapy. So if someone breaks their hip and they have to have surgery, they can come here and get that short-term therapy that they need, and then we get them where they're able to go back home. And that's always our goal, is not to keep anyone here, to get them to go back home. And then we have our assisted living, where we're assisted living level 2. So those individuals that they just need a little extra help, medication reminders, help showering or bathing where they might be at home and get scared of falling, we can help with that. But there's always a nurse here 24/7. And in our assisted living, we also have a separate area, and it's called our Alzheimer's. It's an Alzheimer's Special Care Unit, ASCU, and we're licensed to care for those that have been diagnosed with Alzheimer's or related dementia. And so in the Alzheimer's, everything is geared towards them. Throughout the hallways, they can touch and feel the artwork, the boxes that we saw, and you touch those and that they play. It's very interacting. Our activities that we do, and actually throughout the campus, we want to do those activities that, it might be yoga, it might be drawing on memories, it might be music, it might be fishing. We do so many different activities here on campus, but each one of those are geared to keeping our residents independent as long as possible, and to keep their minds active. And just like with the drawing on memories that you saw, it's not just about what they can paint, it's the experience that they have. Seeing the pumpkins in the fall, using the paint to paint those, the textures, and then eating the pumpkin pie, listening to fall music. So it's a combination of all those things that they have that experience. And then we have our independent, and our independent is for those that want to live in a safe, secure environment. They can still do for themselves, but they are on a campus where if they needed help's provided.
Melissa, thanks so much for having us today. We really enjoyed coming in and hearing your story and the history behind this place, and we just really appreciate it.
Well, I've enjoyed y'all being here. There's no other place like Methodist Village, and I get up every morning and I'm excited to come to work because it's a great place to be.